cooking out the basement, and this game needs some saving. And I'm ready for the action, cause I'm tired of the acting. What happened to being great? What happened to being fashionably late? What happened to rocking shows? What happened to spitting flows? Been wearing the cons and the pros. Feel like I'm the only pro. If we gon' go, then go. We could take it toe to toe. I've been doing everything you've been doing, but I'm really doing more. I'm about to explode. You gon' need someone to hold me. They cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. Nothing's for certain.
It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word. But if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. On play action, Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. This is intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle by Eric Armstead. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. The kick by Crosby is good, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little bit, didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Lance looking to throw it. Got a man, that's Ayuk. He's got room at the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
1st down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell taking it in from 11 yards out. And the 49ers have answered that early field goal to take a 1st quarter lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Niners are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Play action. Now it's Lance. And that is incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And Lance now to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. But for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. A nightmare of a first half for him. And that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding the 3. Accomplishment.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. He has it complete to Christian Watson. 30. 10. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 75 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw, it's Lance. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Give them 32 on the play. Rodgers now to throw. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. But Charles, what a rookie season he had, catching the football over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's Javon Kinlaw busting through, and he sticks him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Rodgers. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It's a gain of 34.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
From midfield, here's Lance. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. And Lance again going to keep it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Lance. It's caught. Mitchell. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll run with Mitchell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal. Now a play fake. Lance. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. An 11-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that Polk did on the last one.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Complete once again to Watson.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping him on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Yellow, go!
Another try after the 1st down sack.
Lance. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Here's Lance.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Come on, set! Right, white! Slide 2.
And they'll go for it. Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he's got it. And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead. Home crowd. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Now Crosby for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Packers 24, 49ers 20.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
Well, Brandon, obviously they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football. Just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
Now this throw caught left side. He's got room at the 30. A big play there for the Niners. 52 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Working from the gun, Lance. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So that a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On second down, it's Jones. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the Niners are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try to chip someone at the second level.
His huge night, it just continues as he's now north of 200 yards receiving. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
The Lance going to throw.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Lance to throw for it on 4th down.
Got his target, Samuel. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Back to the ground here, Mitchell.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Lance. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers.
8 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the 49ers have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead.
Gold with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game,
and my goodness, another interception. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Okay.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Mitchell is in. Touchdown 49ers. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing...
And now here's another interception.
It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return.
And this is caught inside the 5.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Crosby with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10.
At their own 15.
Here's Lance to throw it.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
On 2nd and 10.
Lance.
Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this wild card game, folks, it has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the 4th, so they know they need at least 3 on this incredibly critical drive as they start out 1st and 10. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Rodgers now on 1st down. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Rodgers again now.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Lance.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Ready up.
The Niners on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Now Lance. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be out right at the 35. Lance finding Debo there for the Niner first.
Let's go. Ball red. White.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Able to find Gray here. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Ready, go. Eagle blue. On the ball.
Throwing now is Lance. That's another one complete to Mitchell. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Ready?
Lance looks to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From the gun, it's Lance. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Desperation time here. Lance. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Now Lance. He's got Ayuk once again. And the Niners are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Elijah Mitchell saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the 49ers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive the last into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
To throw is Rodgers. It's complete, Lazard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Back to throw, Rodgers. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
Rodgers to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go